Hi, John Dwyer here from the Institute of Wow, and I've been a bit cheeky with the title of this video blog, What Went Wong with this Chinese restaurant, but I've got to show this to you. You will laugh when you see this. I was in Sydney a little while back, and I was attending an Anthony Robbins seminar, believe it or not. And my wife and myself decided at the lunch break of the Anthony Robbins seminar that we would just race across the road to Chinatown, which is very close to the big entertainment centre in Sydney, and we'd grab just some yum cha and have a quick lunch. Anyway, when we were in this particular restaurant, I don't know how to say this, the staff were more interested in folding napkins, as you can see here on the video that I took with my iPhone. They were more interested in folding napkins than they were serving us. We sat there for, best part of maybe 15 minutes. Nobody came near us. Now, keep in mind, we wanted to make sure we weren't going to miss any of the Anthony Robbins seminar across the road. So we wanted to get in, have a quick yum cha and get back out again. But that was not going to happen. So 15 minutes, we're sitting there, and you can see from the video that I've shown you that the waitresses and waiters were more interested in setting up the tables for dinner than they were looking after someone that wanted some lunch. But the piece de resistance is yet to come. Wait till I tell you what happened, okay? There was a woman with the vacuum cleaner machine on her back and the vacuum cleaner device that obviously worked at the restaurant, decided to come out and vacuum the floor in the middle of the lunch period. I'm not joking. Have a look at this. And by the way, before I play the video, have a look at the fact that she looks up and sees me videoing. Now, I didn't put the video up like that. I actually tried to make it sort of subtle so she couldn't see that I was videoing her. I didn't want to embarrass her, but by the same token, she obviously saw me videoing her, and I would have thought that might have, perhaps made her a little sort of self-conscious, and maybe she would have turned around and gone the other way. No, you don't see it on this video, but she actually came and asked would I lift my feet so she could vacuum under our table. By the way, this was before anyone still had come and asked us what we would like for lunch. Have a look at the video. Needless to say, that was a pretty unique Chinese restaurant, and also needless to say, we got up and left, and I think just walked down the street and got a hamburger or sandwich or something. That is not wow factor, that is woe factor. And I must say that there's a lot of restaurants and cafes in the hospitality game that suffer from that same woe factor. Maybe not to that extent. I mean, that was just ridiculous, of course. But there's a lot of businesses in the hospitality game that I often shake my head and think, you're in the hospitality game. You're supposed to be looking after us. You're supposed to be pampering us, no less, And, well, at least here in Australia, I think it may be very different in America, where the tipping system kicks in a lot more. But certainly here in Australia, we have quite a few problems with a lot of the hospitality industry just not treating customers like they should. Now, the reason I wanted to show that to you, though, is aside from just having a bit of fun, and it is very, very funny, I just wanted to make sure that you don't go anywhere near doing something like that. Customers are number one, okay? Your client is your number one important factor in your business, and you need to go out of your way to wow them, not to woe them. And do you think we would ever go back to that Chinese restaurant? Not a chance. And just before I go, let me just let me just say one thing about restaurants. My wife and myself went to a restaurant here on the Gold Coast not a long time ago, and it was, I think, a Thursday night, and it was around about 6:15. We had not booked, but the restaurant was empty. There was only one table full at 6:15, and so we just decided that we would duck in, have a quick meal and get out again. We were in a bit of a hurry, and the lady who was at the front door of the restaurant said with a very toffee voice, "Excuse me, have you booked?" And we said, "No, we haven't, but your restaurant's empty bar one table, and we'll be really, really quick." And she said, "No, I'm afraid we're fully booked." And I said, "But it's sort of empty." And she said, "Oh yes, but we're booked from 7 o'clock onwards." And my wife said to her, "Look, we'll be gone by 7 o'clock. We'll actually order from what we've just seen at the menu on the door. We'll be in and out, we'll be gone by 7 o'clock. And she said, "I'm sorry, if you have not ordered, you will not be coming in." So anyway, of course, we left and went elsewhere. Let's flip that. Let's just think about what our reaction would have been had she did this. Okay, imagine if she said to us, look, we're really, really sorry. I know that you promised that you'll be in and out quickly, but we've got some preparation because we've got a big table coming in, it's an anniversary or whatever it may be, and so we can't really fit you in tonight, despite the fact that it looks like we can at the moment. But look, what I'd like to do is give you this 25% discount voucher that you can use any time in the next fortnight. Okay, so any time within the next 2 weeks, you come back and 25% discounts on us, because we'd just like to say thank you very much for choosing our restaurant in the first place, and we're embarrassed that we just can't fit you in tonight. Imagine what the difference in our attitude would be. We would just think that was a fantastic restaurant. We might think it was still a bit weird that they couldn't fit us in, but we'd think that's a fantastic restaurant, and we'd be back there within the fortnight with that 25% coupon. But on the other hand, where she was just a snob and treated us like, like second-class citizens, we'll never go back there again. And we will do what I'm doing right now. We will tell as many, I won't give you the name of the restaurant, but we will tell as many of our friends and colleagues on the Gold Coast as possible the name of the restaurant, and we'll tell them don't go near it. So the thing is that, bad reputation, particularly with TripAdvisor and all of these online social media sites these days, bad news spreads pretty quickly. So it's very dangerous for her to have done that, quite frankly. So there you go. I just thought I'd give you a laugh. The Chinese restaurant, woe factor, not wow factor. Make sure that if you're going to get the attention of prospects or customers, don't do it that way. Do it with a wow factor.